Good morning, Shakia, and good morning, T Love and Keisha, Lakeisha, me and Isha. Good morning, Lakeisha. Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. What y'all got going on today? Y'all cooking Sunday dinner? Hey, child alike. Happy Sunday. Y'all cooking Sunday dinner today? Having a good day already? Good start. Did y'all enjoy your Saturday? I'm doing good, Miss Kathy. How you doing? Good morning, Miss Brenda and Beth. You done your hair? Okay, what color? Girl, you better go. What color you doing? Hey, good morning, Brandon Lewis. That's good, Kathy. That's always good to hear. Glad y'all doing good today. Glad y'all is doing good today. Black. Oh, okay. How you got your hair cut short, or how you got your hair? Is it cut short? Is it you just dying them grays, huh? Well, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Sound like my mama. She used to dye the mess out of hers too. Look, it don't do nothing but make it keep coming back worse. So what you be using? The rinse or permanent? I remember I used to have to dye my aunt's hair. Seemed like every, seemed like every what, 2 weeks, every week. Seemed like just about. It's like the more and more you do it, a short bob. Okay, all right. But yeah, it seems like the more and more you do it, the more and more you the how should I say this? The more you permit, the more you diet, the more you really have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Going out for brunch with the fam, my husband, family. Um, they always doing stuff. I love his family on his dad's side. His mama's side too, but I'm just saying. On his dad's side, I love how his family they do stuff and they always monthly. Oh, okay. Store bought L'Oreal in a box. Oh, okay. Um, they always doing stuff. I love that about them. I'm a family type person, and I love that they always doing stuff together. I think we're gonna go with the simple, plain, brownish type of a look, just neutral type of a look. I think that's what we're gonna go with. But yeah, so they always doing stuff, and I love that about them. They do like remember when I showed y'all um the for Christmas we dressed up as celebrity, and they always doing little stuff like the week before. I want to say they do it like the week before. No, I think that was the day before Christmas when they did that, or Christmas Eve. One of them I can't remember, but I know that for Thanksgiving, it be like a week or two before Thanksgiving. They get everybody together. They do Thanksgiving. Hey Terrell, they get everybody together for Thanksgiving. They very separated. Mine's too. Mine's like that. But especially on, well, I can't even pick a side and say especially, but my dad's side, my mama's side, my dad's side is separated a lot, but my mama's side is even worse. I mean, even worse. I'm not saying that they, be having drama and all that stuff like that because I wouldn't even know. But as far as being together and stuff like that goes, my mama got aunties. My mama got aunties right here where we at. My mama sister, my mama sister, and my mom child, and she don't even know him. I mean, not she don't know. I don't even know them, and we don't even ever see them. And I done been here every bit about 12, 13 years. I told y'all every time I go up one, I go down one. But something like that. Done been here longer than enough to know somebody. If I ain't see them at a store and mama happened to tell me who they was or they happened to look like my grandma, and I'd be like, who you related to? If they look like my grandma, I go up to them and be like, who you related to? Then, I don't know them. I don't know them. And it's sad. It's sad that family is like that. You know, it's like this. I feel like this. When you come into a state where your family is at, even though my mama didn't come here for that reason, but I'm just saying. And you know that, and you is one of the relatives that done been here. You know what I'm saying? And you socialize with the others. That's for anybody. And you socialize with the others. I feel like at least one of the family members should at least get the one that ain't been around, which is us, and go take them around they family that they don't know. Because a lot of times people don't never get to know their family, even being in the same cities, and when they never met them or haven't been around them for years, all their life, growing up as children. And a lot of times they're not going to go and be around them because they're not comfortable. You know, you want to be comfortable around them. You don't want people just be sitting up just staring at you. They ain't speaking to you. You show up, they don't even want to speak to you, knowing that you don't even know who nobody is. You know what I'm saying? So to avoid all that discomfort, uncomfortableness, awkward feeling, and all of that, you rather just not go. And that's just how it is with me. I'm just gonna speak on myself on my dad's side. We ain't even gonna talk about my mama's side. But on my dad's side, my dad family is all over in Georgia, 30 minutes away from where I'm at now. But for one, they don't get together like that. Okay, so then every time a funeral happens or something like that, they be my grandma, for one, she like, you going to such funeral? No, I'm not going to their funeral because, for one, I haven't been around them all my life. I don't even know who they is. And why should I show up to someone's funeral and they don't know me and I don't know them? You know what I'm saying? I'm not the funeral going type person. I really don't want to have to go. So, especially if I don't know you well enough, I'm definitely ain't going. And I understand that we family, but at the end of the day, still, I'm not going somewhere and I don't know nobody, and I know how they is. People is divided. When we went to my granddad's funeral, they was all divided. Everybody was in their own little hurdle with their little cliques and stuff like that. I don't have time for that. I'm not finna be just sitting around just looking at everybody just being divided, whispering and gossiping about one another. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. So I'd rather just stay away. It's sad to say I haven't known you all my life, and at the end of the day, I really think I have a problem with continuing to go the way with letting it go the way that it's been going. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone was to, if any one of them was to show me that they would like to get to know me, you know, they know who I am. They knew who my dad was. You know, they know who I am. Maybe I'll friend them on Facebook or something like that. But if you're not showing no type of, let me get to know you. I know, you know, I wanna, let's go have some lunch or let's go somewhere, let's meet or, you know, stuff like that and see how it goes, then I'm not gonna be the one to initiate it. I'm not. I'm not. And I know that I probably it is maybe I should, but I can't because in a way, I know it may not seem like it, but really y'all, I am shy until I get to know you. I am. I am. I'm very reserved, sit backish type, just watching, observing everything type person till I really get to know you. So I don't really put myself out there like that, you know. And so yeah, and I can't help it. I just can't help it. My dad never. I mean, I blame my daddy for that because that's his family. He should have took us around to at least, you know, get to know him and you know stuff like that. You know, I I blame that on him. I'm not finna take responsibility for something that happened before me. That way, I would have known how to act or go around them once I got older. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't feel some type of way going around them once I got older. So, you know, I'm not going to take responsibility for him. Nope. Because a lot of stuff that he should have done before he left this world, he never did do. He never did do. And I'm talking about as far as his children go. You know what I'm saying? You know that you have 6 kids. You know you got 6 kids all the way down to child size. From 30, at the time I was probably like 31 or 30 when my dad passed. And my little bitty sister, she was maybe like 4 or 5. And I'm pushing it when I say 5. 4 years old. So I feel like, you know, there are certain things that parents should explain to all their children, before they leave this world. Whatever that may be with you and your children, it's something that you need to explain before you leave this world. It's something. And for him to not see, I understand being older, that distance makes you feel not loved, you know? But even though I love you the way that I do, and I can only tell you, and only for you to believe what I tell you, you can only believe what I tell you. Distance gonna make it feel different. Like people say, my half sister and um my yeah, people love to say half sister. I don't believe in halves, y'all. I don't put half on nothing. Half sister, half cousin, half brother, half. No. We got the same. I don't care if we got the same. If we got the same parent, ain't no half to me. You know, I know that we ain't got the same both parents, but still, me and my siblings, we don't look at half like that. I know the older ones, the ones I was raised up with, you know, me, my brother, my sister, my 3 by the same mom. We don't do halves. But then, you know, we got I have a sister that's older than me. I don't know how she feel about it. And the thing about it is, even with her, we grew up around her. We did. We grew up around her. My dad, he kept her um with us for the summer and stuff like that. You know, my sister was a little different though. Because you know how when you got those older siblings and those half, you know, like you want to say halves from another mother, right? when she used to come to visit us, she was devilish at it. She was very devilish. She was devilish, y'all. She used to do stuff just for the hell of it because she felt like that. Even though that was her daddy, shit, he about couldn't tell her what to do. That's what she thought because she wanted to do what she wanted to do. So a lot of things that she did, I got in trouble for. And that was wrong. But she let me get in trouble for her stuff. And cause he was like, you know better, Tiana. You know better. She know better too. Shit. I gotta get in trouble for her. But anyway, so yeah, so as we got older, we got this little thing about us, and it's just how we is. We got this thing about us where we love one another and we know that we love one another. Me, my brother, my sister. My younger brother, I got another brother too. My younger brother, which is the same, he has the same mother as my younger sister. That's the last two. That's the one my dad got married to, his mom. So we got this thing about us where we love one another. We'll talk to one another. We be happy to see one another. We show no favoritism. And when we get together, it's always a good time. But this thing that is about us, we don't call each other. We don't. And it's not that we don't call one another because we don't care about one another or whatever. It's just that I think we get that from my dad. I do. Because all of us is like that. All of us. Every last one of us. Now, only one I can say that ain't like that is my little sister. My little baby sister, she ain't like that. Not yet, anyway. But me, my brother by my mama, my sister by my mama, my brother that's by his other mama, my older sister, all of us. We have like this. We have a bond, but it's like a distant bond, and we don't call one another like we should. We don't talk on the phone like we should. Like I think that siblings should, but I tell y'all any day, I done told y'all before, I'm not the telephone type of person. I'm not. I'll talk to you, you call me. And I know the doors swing both ways, but I just don't know why I don't like to call to people. You know? I don't like to call. I don't even call my mama half the time, y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I don't even call my mama. And my mama already know me. She know how I am, so it really don't bother her. So she know to call me. And then when I get him a little way, you know what I'm saying? Let me go and check up on everybody. I call everybody. You know what I'm saying? And when we talk to one another, we always tell each other when we talk to one another, just because I don't call you, don't mean that I don't love you. Don't mean that I feel any different about you. It's just that I don't pick up the phone and call. And we know that about one another. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's okay with us because we understand how one another is. We get that from my daddy. My daddy, he was the same way. My daddy, he wouldn't pick up the phone to call, not even us. He wouldn't even pick up the phone to call us. He wouldn't. And we was born and raised with him. My three. That was by my mom. The three that was by my mom. You know, we was born and raised with him. But as we got older, him and my mom split up. We went our own ways and stuff like that. Like, he never called us. But when he came around, it was like there was no time ever lost. You know what I'm saying? We always had a good time. Why am I talking about this today? Sorry, y'all. Oh, get together. Sorry, y'all. But I see a lot of him in me. I do miss him though. A lot. And you know how you feel like that you probably didn't have the best relationship with your parents, but I feel like I got an understanding of who he was and why he was the way that he was and stuff like that as I got older because I started seeing a lot of his ways in me, you know. So I was like, okay, maybe this why he was like this, or maybe this why he was like that. But for those of you that don't know, my dad he passed away too due to pancreas cancer, and it was just all of a sudden thing. He um he ended up my dad now he had a rough background. So my dad he showed a lot of tough love. And that's the way that I am. And I can't help it because that's how he was with me. A lot of things is taught, you know. A lot of things is taught. So that's why I show tough love. You know, a person may think I don't love them because I may not, uh, show it in ways that somebody may feel it should be shown. But I do. It's just that I just show tough love. I show tough love and I love a person, but I can't explain it. I can't even explain it. But I love him. I love him though. When I love you, I love you. I do. And you know how it's almost just like y'all. Just put it like this. You know how y'all a lot of y'all will say, "Oh, I like to watch your channel," but I don't never say nothing. I just sit back and watch. And then after watching me for a while, you be like, "Oh, I really like her," but you still don't say nothing, But you know you like me. That's just almost just like how I be with love. I know I love you, but I sit back. I'm just not overly expressive with it, you know. But so yeah, like I say, my ways pretty much come from him, and I figured out why he was the way that he was and all that stuff like that when he passed away. And it was like, dang, why did I have to, I don't know if it was me that had to wait or what, but why did I have to wait until he died to figure out how he was? Because I called him when I first, when him and my mom first split up. I called him when we first moved here. And I expressed to him how I felt. I told him why I was the way that I was towards him. and stuff like that. You know, I'm not talking about like disrespect or anything like that, but at the end of the at the end at, but at the end of the day, in a way, I kind of had no respect for him neither. I knew not to disrespect him because, honey, at 45 years old, I wouldn't have no teeth fucking with him. You know, so. But I still, in a way, didn't have no respect for him because of the things that he did to my mom, you know, and he included us in it, especially me. I was the oldest, so I saw a lot of stuff. He had me in places that I shouldn't have been, as far as him messing around with other women, which wasn't right. If you want to creep, don't take your children with you. Don't have your children staying over at your woman house and stuff like that like it's okay when it's not. You know, and that's all the things I used to do. Pretty much almost turned me against my mom. Really did. Almost turned me against my mom, and I was a young girl. Made me thinking that, you know, what my mom was doing wasn't right and what he was doing was wrong. Wasn't right and what he was doing was right. Had me lying to her about where I was at. He knew where I was at, but he wasn't man enough to tell her I let her stay the night with my girlfriend. You know, babysitting her brother, the one you done had on the side. Yep. And I used to have to do that. I didn't have to. I didn't have to. But he had got me where I was. They brainwashed me, both of them. Both of them, because you know this my dad. You know you're not gonna look at your parents like you know they doing anything wrong or anything like that. I knew it was wrong, but still he played with my mind as a little child and made me think that what he was doing wasn't wrong because my mama ain't do. When I tell y'all my mama was a good woman, my mama ain't do nothing, nothing for her to have to take the shit that he did to her. But being the oldest, I was always a mama baby. I was a mama baby being a girl. I was a mama's baby. I tried to be a daddy's baby, but my daddy was too mean. He let us get his way when he wanted to, only when it was convenient for him. But he was a good dad too at the same time, even though he was hoish and had an attitude. But he was a good dad because he did take care of us. I can say that. But I had got attached to my mom, right? So that's why I'm the way that I am. I think y'all so old in a way because I hung around my mama. I didn't have no friends. I hung with my mama. Everywhere my mama went, I was right with her. I used to, I know y'all probably gonna say this wrong, but just to be with her, I told y'all, I I went to school. When they split up, I think it probably did something to me in a way, but I really didn't know. But at the same time, it probably didn't because I wanted my mama to leave him. But just because I wanted my mama to leave him don't mean that I didn't care about my dad. So that's why I say I think it did kind of do something to me. Because I didn't want to go to school. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to hang out with my mama. I wanted to be in her footsteps everywhere she went. I was so overprotective of her. I was so overprotective. And so I used to go to the hospital just to have an excuse to be out of school because we had a zero tolerance school and you couldn't miss no more than 9 days. And so I used to go to the hospital just to be out of school with my mama to have an excuse to be out of school. That way it didn't count against me. And but my mama, she didn't encourage or anything like that because she really didn't know no better. Because I tell her, Mom, I hurt my arm. She be like, how you hurt your arm now, Tiana? I don't know. I'm telling y'all, I would walk around in a whole sling on my arm. I did it. A whole sling on my arm. Like my arm was hurt and wasn't nothing wrong with me. But at the same time, I think it was, I was working at Walmart and I used to work out there with my dad too because my dad got me out there on a job where he worked at and I was 17 years old and I wasn't supposed to be out there till I was 18. So I had to be quiet and didn't say nothing to nobody and tell nobody how old I was until I turned 18. So they didn't know I was working as a minor, I guess. But yeah, good job out on the port. I was a longshoreman, and I still am if I was to go back because it's you sworn in. So yeah, with jobs like that, it's union. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a union job. So I still have that job. I just have to go do the stuff that I need to do to get back out there if I wanted to, if I had to, you know. So anywho, yeah, I used to be behind my mom. And I was behind my mama because I don't know why, but thank God I was because I ended up being my mom's backbone. You know, you never know which one of your children, sisters, relatives, whoever, when you going through something like that, a breakup, being cheated on, and all of that. Good morning, area. You never know who ends up being your backbone. The person that's gonna help you pull through what it is that you got going on. Now I'm not talking about them when I say this. I'm not trying to make it seem like I did more or nothing like that. But my sister, she went back to stay with my mom, my dad. Me and my mom was in New York because we bounced around from house to house to house to house. You know, when her and my dad split up. And we moved like 9 times total within maybe like a year and a half time. So my mama, her and my dad was together ever since she was 18 years old, had me at 19. So they was together for 19 years. They was together for 19 years. So my daddy was pretty much all my mama knew. And you know, like in relationships like that, you know, especially when the man runs the house, the man is, forgive me for saying this more if you watching, but the man is aggressive and stuff, and you scared of him, you know. My mama pretty much depended on him, even though she worked, but she still was dependent on him, you know, in a way. I'm about to put some more blush on, child. She was still dependent on him in a way. He pretty much, I don't really know how to say it without really just saying it like it is, but that's how it was, right? So when he split up, it almost like it left her with nothing, and he was able to continue to go on with his life. Let me put it like that. And so me and my mom, we struggled. My mama wasn't the type of person that put him on child support because she wanted assistance or wanted to get even or anything like that. My mama, she never even put him on child support to even take care of us while he was still doing what he was doing. She never did. And she said that because she said she didn't want anything from him, and she he always took care of us. So that was her reason for not putting him on child support. Which that was cool with me because she still made it, and also I believe that that made her a stronger woman by not doing that because she was dependent on herself. You know, she was dependent on herself to find whoever it is that she was trying to find, you know. But so by then we was in New York. By then we made it to New York. I'm over here telling y'all my life history. So by then we made it to New York. That's when I was telling y'all that I stayed in New York for nine long months. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it because we was in the country. What I was finna say was, I don't want y'all to think I'm talking about. Oh, I did say it. My brother went. Oh, my sister went back to stay with my dad. My brother, he was in Job Corps. My mama had to do something for him to keep him out of trouble. He had to go somewhere. He had to, because my brother, he wasn't bad. He was rebellious. He was rebellious because of my dad. The way my dad treated us. Like I said, he was a good dad, but he was mean. He was so mean, y'all. Hold on. I'm almost finished. Finna do my hair. But he was so mean to us. He was. He was so mean because I ain't gonna say why, but yeah, he was mean. But he was mean the way he was because growing up, see, like I said, a lot of stuff is taught. And his dad abused him. Needed to talk about after all we have, we are family, we are here to support one another. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. I probably did. I don't know how I got there. I didn't even wake up and think about this. But anywho, I haven't cried about him in a long time either. I don't even think I even grieved over his death. I don't think I even grieved. But anywho, yeah, his dad, he was abused by his dad. And the more he said he wasn't gonna be, look, what's up, Sofa T? Oh, that's not even her. But anyway, the more the more he said he wasn't gonna be like his daddy, the more he was just like his daddy. I remember you, but people is playing. I don't even know if this is y'all for real. But hey, sugar, I remember you. But yeah. So the more he said he wasn't gonna be like his dad, the more he was like his dad. He didn't physically abuse us, but he damn sure verbally abused us. Verbally. Verbally. That's like one of the worst abuse that you can have. You never forget it. Ever. And it's hard to shake it. And it turns you into a different type of person. It really do. It turns you into a different type of person, but I can't explain that, and I'm not going to explain that either. But yeah, it turns you into a different type of person. You wish that this didn't happen or that didn't happen or you didn't see this or you didn't see that because you know that it make you the way that you are. You know that it make you the way that you are because of your background and what you done been through and stuff. And so my dad, one thing about my dad, he taught us this. This was his motto. And I told y'all this before, this is what he used to say. But my dad, he taught us to don't trust nobody. That's how he was. Don't trust nobody. And his motto was, life is a bitch and then you die. That's what he used to say all the time. That's what he used to say. He lived by that. So he did whatever he wanted to do. He did. But anywho, so back at New York, I'm all over the place, I know. So back in New York, my mama was finding herself. My mama got on her own no, she wasn't on her own 2 feet. She went there, she was living with one of her siblings that lived in New York, in the country part too, y'all. We was in Clyde, New York, y'all. Up there, upstate, y'all. We was upstate. Child. So, see, that's how I know that ain't Soulful Tea right there, because Soulful Tea don't even do that. Soulful Tea would never come in your life and be doing that. So I know that ain't her. But anyway, but y'all go show her channel some love though. How about that? Y'all go and support Soulful Tea channel. But anyway, so she was staying with a sister, me and her both. Like I said, my brother, he was in Job Corps. My sister, she was staying with my dad because that's what she was at while me and my mom was bouncing around in Florida. And then, so I'm in school. I'm in high school. All right, so we stayed there 9 months. My mama, she started doing real good. She working for the school, rode the bus, ain't have to work hard, and all that good stuff, right? So, like I said, I played a role in my mom's life that I had no idea of the role that I was playing. You know, I had no idea. I had no idea that I was a backbone. I had no idea that my brother and my sister saw that. I had no idea that I was my mama's strength. I had no idea. I knew, but I did know that whenever a decision had to be made, I was shouldn't deny it, if I say this right here. But whenever a decision had to be made, even though I wasn't working, I ain't the one that had the money. But maybe because I was the one that had the sane and stable enough mind, and I've always been very mature for my age, I used to have to be the one to make decisions for her. I did. I'm the one that convinced her to. She made a decision to move because she was trying to get away from him. Because he was still trying to be controlling of her, even though they wasn't together. But when it was time for us to move and leave New York, that was my decision. Once we made it back here, we lived in the projects. My mama, we was, y'all, not saying it's a bad thing, but we wasn't even raised up in the projects. My mama, my daddy, they didn't even have us living like that. We never lived in the projects. Not saying it was a bad thing, I'm not. But my mama, she had to do what she had to do to get on her feet, you know? But in between moving here, we did end up back in Florida, but it just still never worked out. So she moved with another sister that stayed here. Now, the sister that she stayed with here, you could tell that she pretty much was rushing her out the house, out of her house. And so while she was staying with her, I wasn't staying with her. I was staying with my older sister. Like I told you, my older sister's from Georgia too, so I was staying with her. So once my mom got her place, I came and I never went back to my sister. I stayed with my mom here in the projects. But when my mom kept complaining about, because we was on fixed rate. Before we got on fixed rate in the projects, we was on, you know how every time your income increased, they increasing. And my mama got tired of that, so she finally got on fixed rate where they couldn't go up no more. But by us paying $500 and something in the project for a 4-bedroom flat, I told my mama, I was like, Mom, I said, we can find us somewhere else to stay, you know? So it's like God had me in a position where I was helping my mama to grow, to become who it was that she had to become for us, right? So I was like, Mom, we can go find us another place, you know? And I found us some apartments and we left there and we went and moved in some townhouse apartments. Now my mom working at Walmart. A year later, I get on with her at Walmart. Like I said, I didn't like Alabama for a long time, but Alabama was a good place for change. You know, it was for the better, for the best of all of us. You know, especially for my mama, it was for the best. And so then, now we living there for a little while, and I'm like, Mom, the people complaining and all kind of stuff like that. You know about. I guess they probably was prejudiced. I don't know. I'm guessing that they was prejudiced over there we stayed at. So the people was doing nasty stuff. And now my mama got all me and my brother. My sister I don't think she had came no, my sister ain't came then. My sister was actually in high school, right, when she was with my dad. So my sister was on her way to be playing college basketball. That's what my sister was on her way to be doing. But it never happened because my dad had got in his stubborn way this particular time. He got in his stubborn way for some reason and never even took her um, to the school. So she missed out on her opportunity, which she did have it, but for some reason she didn't want to go to this particular school. She wanted to go to another school, and my dad got in his stubborn way and didn't want to take her. My sister had sponsors and everything, but I guess he just wanted her to go to the school he wanted her to go to. He ain't even, but yeah. So anyway, everything happens for a reason. But long story short, I've always been like a second mama and to my siblings. And if I should say, if I hope y'all understand what I'm going to tell you, but just everything that my dad did to my mom, I felt like he did it to me. And I was hurt behind what all he had done. I was hurt because I felt like he did it to me too. It took away from me being a child. It took away from me going to school. It took away from me being my best, you know? And cause like I told y'all, I had the job out there on the port working, 17 years old. That's a good job working for the cruise line. It's not the cruise line, but I was working for the port. I used to load and unload the passengers for the cruise ship. I used to um load not unload the pass well not load the passengers, but I used to unload the passengers, which when they come down you need a porter. They take you out to your car. They the one pulling your luggage and stuff like that and all that to your car. Or I work in the receiving part on the deck where we used to have to drive the forklift. No, I didn't drive the forklift. The riding one, yeah, that's a forklift. The little riding when you stand up on it. You used to have to ride that, and I used to be so scared because I'm scared of heights, and you got to go to the edge of that ship to get the groceries that's on pallets that they take, that people's on the dock, they putting it up on the belt for it to come on up to you, and you getting it, and they putting it into their refrigeration area on the ship. Or I worked even doing, on the dock portion as well. We used to take the cages and load them up with people luggage and stuff like that. Once the cage get full, you take that cage and you pushing them up on the ship on the belt, and they getting it that way like that. So I used to work out there doing that, right? And so then when I moved to Tampa, this is during the time my mom and I bouncing around. Somebody was trying to test me yesterday. I know y'all wanted to see pictures probably for that reason, to see if I was lying. But no, I did not specialize in braiding here. My braider's license was in Florida. And so when I moved here, I just let it expire because for one, people don't like to pay here. It was my license really didn't do me no good here because I had to redo my license for Alabama, and I was new here and didn't know nobody and scared and just all that good stuff. So I didn't pursue my dream of being a braider. I love doing hair, and after not doing hair for so long, I fell out of love with it. You know, so that's how that happened. But yeah, I was a braider though. I was a braider in Tampa with the Africans. And me and my mom ended up moving again, so that's how I didn't continue with that. But by the time we left there, I moved too. But somebody I moved too. So that's part of my story, y'all. I think I just needed to cry this morning. I needed to let out some old feelings that's been buried down because you can't be your best. And a lot of times, you know that you have feelings and stuff tucked away and buried deep down. And buried deep down. But anyway, you got feelings that's tucked away and buried deep down that you don't even know that you got. And then once you start talking about one thing, it leads to that problem. So maybe I had to get something out. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't wake up feeling like this morning, but oh, excuse me, y'all. I got this tissue in my nose. So I told y'all that wasn't them. So yeah. So I ain't finna keep chasing them neither. Y'all know I ain't finna do that. But yeah, so that's my story, y'all. And I guess I just had to let some feelings out this morning so that I can have an amazing day today. I don't know where it came from, but I thank God for healing. I thank God for growth. I thank God for my strength. I thank God for me just being a better me and trying to be a better me. I thank God for that. Thank God for life and John. Thank God. Just thank God. I thank God for my position that He put me in. I thank God for everything because I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't go through what I went through. I wouldn't be me. So, anywho, I'm finna get ready to go, y'all. I'm finna show y'all my little outfit real quick. And I love y'all. Peace, love, many, many blessings. Hope this wasn't a sad video for y'all today because it wasn't meant to be sad. But I love y'all. Peace, love, many, many blessings. To each and every one of y'all. And yeah, they sending them over here. I ain't worried about the child because they only here for this video. They might come back. Ain't nobody studying them though. Yeah, that's a. But yeah, y'all. So, I love y'all. Peace, love, many blessings to each and every one of y'all. See y'all later on. Here's my outfit. $ROCNTT, and you damn sure can't request. So if you want to send something, you sure ain't gonna be able to request. I'm just letting you know now that I don't accept request. Hey, Erica. No, I'm not going live. Okay. That's what I got on today. I believe that's why I'm still a big kid too, y'all, because I ain't never get to really be one. But it's okay though, because I love my personality. Y'all see it? All right, y'all. So, oh, I got to put my earrings on. Anyway, I love y'all. Peace, love, many, many blessings to each and every one of y'all. And I hope y'all have a good day on today. And I'll see. I just dropped all my makeup. I just dropped all my makeup. All right, y'all. I got to go. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.